Thank you for coming to meet with me today. I'm going to go ahead and go over some strategies that you can do at home with Mason, just based on some of the information you gave me and some ways that you can implement it at home on your own, and then we will do some strategies together. I will go first, and then I'll ask you to do the same, just so you can get some practice in. So the first thing I know that we want to work on is adding some missing details to the words that we're using. So the first activity that we're going to work on is reading a book. So we're going to read Brown Bear today to see if he can't add in those colors or just read with you and everything like that. So you can do the same thing at home with him. You can pick any book that really he wants to read, or especially with Grandma. I know he spends quite a bit of time with Grandma. So you can just have him pick a book and just kind of follow what he wants to do. And for this, if he just says truck, but you see that it's a blue truck, you can say, oh yes, that is a blue truck. So you're adding in those details that you want him to add, and hopefully he'll repeat it again. And also I want to emphasize that you don't want to, say, oh no, it's not just a truck. You want to make sure you're encouraged. Oh yes, that's right. So that he feels like, oh, okay, I was right, but I just need to maybe add a little bit more. So that's going to be the first thing we're going to work on. And then the second thing is going to be stimulating his auditory development. I know that we got cochlears about a year and a half ago. So we're going to work on discriminating between two key words. So today we're going to be working on the color of an animal and then the animal that it is. And you can do the same thing at home. If he's playing with, and you see two toys that are different colors, you can go, oh, where's the brown bear? If you're behind him, and see if he picks that. And if he's incorrect, again, you want to say, oh, no, I said brown bear, not yellow duck, but good try, and continue to work on that. So you can do that at home as well. But today we'll be using farm animals because I know he enjoys them. And then the last thing, I know that it was brought up to my attention that Grandma noticed that we've been replacing for buh. So we're actually going to work on that. Just playing with some toys that use that buh sound so that we can really just not drill him, but to work on the sound that we're having trouble with. And to kind of show you, I just kind of wanted to show you what we're dealing with here. So basically Mason's hearing is in this range here. And you can see that and buh are on the same field right here. So basically that may be happening because it sounds really similar to the same sound to him. But if we continue to work on it and maybe even throwing in that visual phonic, you might be able to see the difference.
I do have a question. What are the visual phonics for buh and buh?
So buh is going to be like a 5, but you're going to bring your fingers together and you're going to go buh, buh, buh. And then is going to be the same, but you're going to turn it and go Yes. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Should I have him produce the visual phonics too?
If you want. So if we see that maybe he's not really, not that he's not getting it, but maybe he's still going, buh, buh, and he sounds like he's maybe producing that instead, you want to maybe go, oh, do you mean buh, buh? And then if he sees this, then maybe he'll connect that this is supposed to be with that sound. So we'll kind of see where he's at, but if when we're introducing it, go ahead and try to do it so maybe he sees it and goes, oh, okay. And you can show that there's a difference in the two.
Okay.
So when you're working on that at home, you can especially use his name and use bananas or something. Because if he's substituting the B for the M, he may be doing the same for the M for the B. So he might say, my name's Basin, and you want to do, oh, did you mean Mason? And you can do that with him. And then lastly, I would encourage, especially because I know how much he loves books, reading with him every night before he goes to bed if you can. I understand that life happens and it might not happen every night, but if you can, just really help him with reading books and making him possibly do the reading himself after you read it. So, oh, I read it, now it's your turn to read it. And I know that he doesn't have fully intelligible speech. I know he babbles sometimes, but encouraging him to, maybe get out, oh, blue horse, or something like that, and getting him more and more comfortable with repeating those over and over again, because this will not only help with that, but it'll also help with that replacing of the sounds that he's doing.
Okay.
And then lastly is a very fun game that you can just randomly pop up whenever you want called Ready, Set, Go. So this one is, you know that he needs to be working on the B sound instead of the that he's replacing it with. So you can just start saying words that start with a B. So you say, ready, set, go, banana. And see if he, if he says, oh, banana. You say, oh, did you mean banana? And then see if he'll repeat you correctly, and you can do that over again. You can even use his sister's name. Oh, Braylon. You can, instead of, Braylon, no, did you mean Braylon? But make sure you keep it fun and energetic and only do it until he loses interest in it. So,
that would be a very good card game for us on
Yes.
our long drives.
Exactly. So, we're going to go ahead and implement some of those right now. And if you have any questions along the way, you can feel free to ask me.
Okay, thank you.